up 3 times? What up 3 times? Yeah, I started early because I caught the little cat on the lap. She don't never get on the lap. Y'all usually get the other one. Y'all don't never get this one. This one a cute one. But the other one is forceful and old. This one is young and exuberant. Anyway, good morning. Happy Tuesday. How's it going? Let me fix my angles. Come on, girl. Come on, you're doing too much now. She got my headphones wrapped up. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, Lindsay Pop? How you doing this morning, bro? So yeah, I'm just come on, man. So how do I start this off? What do I usually say? Your daily Philly sports news, interactive philosophy, motivational vocabulary, gaming, technology show, and I am a fancy clown. Welcome. Let's get into the music. I'm gonna play some old stuff. Some old stuff. It's from May 27th. I think it was 2015 or 2016, but it's old stuff. It's old. Oh, y'all can't hear it. What am I doing? Run it back. Run it back. Sorry, I was playing with my sound this morning. I'm trying to get beats in the background of all my shows. Get your coffees ready. If you smoking, get your smokes ready. We alive, baby.
If tomorrow God kill me, don't cry. Cause I was probably begging for it. And it's all about perspective, all about direction, all about the lesson, all about the next one. Don't be blaming Satan for it. If this afternoon I kill myself, don't try to blame my homies for it. Most likely there was nothing they could tell me that could help me. If they did, then I probably didn't listen to it. Who be keeping them strong enough to keep me from drawing? What do they need to keep doing? It be keeping me going. What was he recently doing that was easily wrong? What made him unlace the sneaks, toss a piece of me going? Oh, save me, oh, save me, yo. Where did my lady go? Where did the souls of my unborn babies go? Were they a sacrifice to put me on your radio? Well, maybe so, well, maybe so. Fellowship to make a girl like will work ethic. Make my friends and family hate me, though. Thinking ATL to change the meat to lady ratio. Los Angeles to plant the cannabis and make a girl like Maya Angelou. If you can stand it, yo, to make it go away.
Appreciate you, dog. This was one of them Jones when I wrote. I was like, what the hell am I talking about? Not supposed to say stuff like
I could
that.
probably write another book about it. Call it gospel. Watching people work around it, look around. It took about a minute just to win it. Even when it wasn't intended since beginning. By the limitless and minute and condition, no divinity. It might take another minute just to get enough of sin and be. And I'll admit it, I'll be sleeping with the enemy. Depression is a liar. I promise I'll be defending him, justifying desires. Acknowledge this is the end of me. Infinitely inspired, aspiring fighter, esquire for hire by a higher power. Search for the birth, church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal,
She's
gotta
so
go,
aggressive.
prodigal.
She's so
Another
aggressive.
homie got locked, another homie got trial, another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home.
No.
Search for the birth, church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal, gotta go, pot of gold. Another homie got locked,
I think
another
Tone
homie
might be
got
on this
trial,
joint.
another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home. Search for the birth, church hurt, work hard to be a martyr for the cause. Call your father prodigal, gotta go, pot of gold. Another homie got locked, another homie got trial, another homie got out, another homie gotta go. A domino, a dynamo, shiny stones running home. If you heard that I killed myself, it was a lie. Unless I'm killing my flesh, beating my body, cutting off arm, leg, and my arm. Ripped bodies apart, or ripped in half. Should've just changed my heart. But we can't, though. Yes, we can. True rockers in the Christ, so in him. Yes, we can. Live for Christ. Yes, we can. Go overseas, die for him. Disciples, many nations, as angels give visitations. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, cause he told us so. Have you not known to live as Christ? Have you not heard to die is gain? And if so, then we rise as rice. Popcorn with them holy ears. Stop scorning eternal holy years. Yeah, we holy here.
See how this ends. Damn, I knew it was gonna be abrupt. Anyway, what's up, y'all? How's it going? So that song was a song that I wrote a long time ago. I featured that song today because it had my niece crying in the background in the beginning, and she's 8 years old now. So I think that's May 27th, 2015, if I had to guess. Um, yeah. And yesterday I featured two songs with my niece and my nephew, or my two nieces playing around, and then another one with my nephew. So it's crazy because like when I'm a old dude and I go back and I listen to these songs, I'm gonna hear grown ups as babies. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hear grown ups running around playing and saying, "Oh my God, your turn." So it's mad cute. It almost brings a tear to the boy's eye. Anyways, I hope all of y'all is good, man. What up with y'all? What up with y'all? I say we got a couple people in here. How y'all doing? Let's get to this word of the day. If you read the title, I would show y'all the setup. I guess I'm off that now. Why not? There go the setup. So I got the green screen. That's the top. That's the mic I'm talking into. It's me. I got a book on my lap. I got a green hat on. Crazy. I don't know why I'm doing it. Xbox down there. Elgato. All types of ring light. Bang, bang, bang. I don't know. I don't even know why I did that. Anyway, so if you saw the name of the episode, you saw that it was Carpe Diem. And it was funny because, like, I feel weird about things like this because it's not necessarily a word. It's obvious that it's not necessarily a word because it's two words, right? But it's also not even English, right? So it's like, why are we defining words that aren't words and aren't English? So it's kind of, I kind of felt like I wanted to avoid such things. But we're going to call it a phrase. We're going to call it a phrase. We're going to call it a euphemism. We're going to call it terminology of some sort, right? And then we're going to say that it is English because it was adapted to English, right? Even though it is a full on Latin phrase, I hear people use it and it does have a meaning. Carpe diem.
Carpe diem.
So my eighth grade,
Carpe
no,
diem.
my 10th grade civics teacher told me that it means seize the day, and he associated it with Julius Caesar. And, seize the day, Caesar, whatever. So I went and read the definition of it, expecting it to be purely positive and think, like, okay, let's work hard as if there's no tomorrow. Let's live our lives with no reservations. Let's do everything we're supposed to do as if this is the only opportunity to do them. Let's seize these opportunities. I think the literal translation was actually pluck the day, which pluck is funny because it's a lot of potential energy there, like build up and release. You know what I'm saying? Like pluck today. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of put a little image in my head. So let's go ahead and define it. It's a noun, which means it's a person, place, or thing. And the thing itself is the enjoyment of the pleasures of the moment without concern for the future. That sounds like YOLO to me. I ain't really into that. That's not what I ever took it to mean, and that's not how I've ever used it. I'm just saying, I've been wrong my whole life then, perhaps. Me and Webster have a dispute now. The multimillionaire said that he owed his success in life to his belief in carpe diem. That's a terrible usage example. Okay, let's read the other definition, and then we'll go to the origin of it all. Carpe diem. Used to urge, it's an exclamation. Look how they put that. It's used to urge someone to make the most of the present time and to give little thought to the future. You see how that's like slightly different but completely different? Can you see how that's like not the same at all? All right, let me run that back real quick because this is troubling to me. I hate it when there's confusion and discord. I like to be able to find the truth of the matter. I like to be able to find like some type of thing we can all agree on. So it's funny to me when there's no, the enjoyment of the pleasures. So they're calling it literally the enjoyment of the pleasures. I knew my batteries was going to get low. So the enjoyment of the pleasures. That's what it is here. But here it is just an exclamation used to urge someone. And then this is what it's used to urge them. Let's see if they got any more on that, because this is pretty limited. There you go. Look at that. Seize the day. Carpe diem is a Latin phrase that means seize the day. It was used by the Roman poet Horace to express the idea that we should enjoy life while we can. enjoyment. The full injunction is Carpe diem quam minimum credula postero, which can be translated as pluck the day, trusting as little as possible in the next one. Yeah, I fucks with that. The phrase is used as an admonition to seize the pleasures of the moment without concern for the future. So they said seize the pleasures in the last joint. So enjoyment and pleasures of the moment. All right, man. So I think I'm gonna just make of it what I want to make of it. To be honest with you, I think I'm gonna just own this joint and like adapt it to my own wants and needs. Cause honestly, I ain't like it's either YOLO or it's either give it your best shot. Like which one is it? What up, planet? Yizzo. Yo, so we trying to figure out Carpe Diem, right? So this is the first definition we got. The enjoyment of the pleasures of the moment without concern for the future. That's YOLO, right? And then the second definition we got is used to urge someone to make the most of the present time and to give little thought to the future. See, to me, there's a slight difference there. Then we go here and we see the full injunction is pluck the day, trusting as little as possible in the next one. So I was saying, man, I take that to mean like make the most of it. Make the most of it. So is it give it your best shot or is it you only live once? Which one is it? Are they mutually exclusive? I don't know. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I think I might just go ahead and adapt that to my own personal wants and needs. I think I need my cat to move. She still made her way back up here, yo. Come on, girl. You want my lighter and everything? All right. Here. Go that way. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway. I don't really see it as exactly the same, but I dig you. Like, I feel like seize the day could be like, why put off for tomorrow what you could do today? Like the Benjamin Franklin thing. Or like I said, make the most of the opportunity. Make the most of your opportunity. But then the other one is kind of like, I feel like the other one kind of gives way to carelessness or whatever. Like I felt like the enjoyment of the pleasures of the moment without concern for the future. Like reading it, I could see it as a great thing. I could see it as a good thing, but I also feel like it's kind of like a little bit of carelessness in there. The Latin phrase, which literally means pluck today, was used by the Roman poet Horace to express that they're going to say the same thing. Can be translated as pluck today. Yep, they're going to say the same thing. Yeah. I mean, it's funny though, because I read it. The more I read it, I guess I could try to reconcile it and make it seem the same. But I don't know. I don't see it as the same. Used to urge someone to make the most of the present time. So make the most of the present time or enjoy the pleasures of the moment. That's how I'm seeing it. Make the most of some shit versus enjoy the pleasures of it. That's where I think I'm getting the rub. I think that's where the rub is. Now, I'm not saying they can't be, I'm not saying they're mutually exclusive, but that's why I don't know. It kind of confuses me a bit. All right. So yesterday, I didn't have very much to talk about, man, but gosh darn it today, man. They popping off today. It's a whole bunch of shit going on today. Let's see. Where do we start? Where do we start? All right, let's just start with this one. I'm going to start with this one just so I can light my smoke and take a break from talking.
Celibate. That loser sitting on Reddit for 20.
Stop. Start from the beginning. Okay.
Can you explain what an incel is?
So an incel is just like someone who is involuntarily celibate. That loser sitting on Reddit for 23 hours a day with Cheeto dust and empty Mountain Dew cans all around them. And it just has a real stank smell that is involved with these people.
She said Cheeto dust.
I'm just gonna paint you an image, and like the fedora is a little crusty, and the beard, the neck beard is strong, but the facial hair is weak, and there's a bald spot in the back, and you can just see the fedora just hanging on for dear life. And he's sitting there muttering under his breath about how, like, Jessica Alba's ugly.
Right.
You know,
literally,
like,
yeah.
that's what you're talking about.
Can you explain what an incel is?
So an incel is just...
Okay. I'm literally not about to say nothing about this. Anyway, so F the video. I'm gonna just tell y'all how it came to me. So, homie sent me a video of her like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and somebody was just roasting her. Somebody was like, "This ain't no y'all paid y'all money to see this. This a show to y'all." And like, you know, it was really subpar. Like, you know, and I'm going from a performance aspect. I ain't even talking about sex appeal, right? From a performance aspect, the dances is ass, the music's ass. You up there lip syncing. The lighting show, like, there was no real lighting. Like, you could pay your money to go to somebody who is professionally trying to perform for you, or you could pay your money to go and see this, right? So they was roasting her. They was roasting her outfit. They was roasting everything. And I was like, all right, it is what it is. So today I saw this, and this is what they say. This chick does not represent me or any black female I know. She is gutter trash plant. She is a gutter trash plant being purpose to make us look bad while uplifting other races of people in the industry. So they said she's a gutter trash plant, right? And this was the... I have to go backwards. All right, so this thing with y'all respectable black people is that y'all fail to acknowledge and accept that people like this actually exist. She is not an anomaly, and those people don't deserve to be degraded or ashamed either. Weird ass goofy hoe. So I guess this is her response to the Nicki the God response. Okay, that's two opposing viewpoints. It is what it is. I don't even feel like any opinion on this is necessary from me. So I see that and I'm like, okay, this is new. This is starting to pop up. So apparently everybody is looking at the same thing I was looking at, which is, this ain't really entertaining. Maybe. She rubbing her belly. I didn't know she was pregnant. So since she's pregnant now, I reserve a little bit of judgment about that. Can I ask a real question, family? Now, this is Tariq Nasheed, and I already told y'all he's a sensationalizer. Can I ask a very real question, family? What's sexually appealing about this? Like I said, I ain't got it. Every opinion don't need to be shared. I can share the information without sharing my opinion. But look though, Tariq Nasheed said this shit ain't even sexy, right? So I was like, oh, this blowing up. So then I scroll up and look who it is. This is what I see. Look who it is. I'm like, Escobar 316? The one and only? 316. All right, so he said, look what he said, yo. Look what he said. Please, look what he said. I feel bad for all the young black girls getting I want to read it in my Nas voice. I feel bad for all the young black girls getting dehumanized because yet another destructive black immigrant is being propped up by the music industry. Son, them poor blacks try to deflect, talking about she getting a bag. Fuck her bag. This behavior is destructive. You know what I'm saying? Back to Africa, B. So, let me see. He said a lot of strong words. I think I don't even got the balls to say what he got to say. I mean, honestly, it's not my opinion, but if it was, shit. I feel bad for all the young black girls getting dehumanized because yet another destructive black immigrant is being propped up by the music industry. I don't think she's an immigrant. That's one thing. And I like how he capitalized this, like that's a group, like that's a gang, destructive black immigrants, DBIs, watch out for them DBIs, is being propped up by the music industry. He is the music industry. That's the other thing too. Like, He's the music industry. Like even in the artist capacity, not only is he the music industry, but then also like he collaborated with these people. Like he, you know, she's just this generation's Lil Kim. How he gonna criticize somebody that he would easily be caught making music with when he was making music? Also, the other thing is he does all the booking and stuff for like Rock Nation. So like he's literally like the industry now. He's even more industry than when he was rapping. Uh, them poor blacks. I wish he would have capitalized that P. Like the next group, poor blacks, the PBs, try to deflect, talking about she getting a bag. He said, "Fuck her bag. This behavior is destructive." Ooh, niggas get old fast, don't they? He playing the fence low key, but at the same time, I agree. Is he playing the fence? I felt like he was. First off, he called her a plant. Is you think he playing the fence? He called her a plant. You agree with Nas? Is that what you're saying? You agree with Nas? And I'm hmm. I the best statement that I see in there. Yes. He said yes, Nas. I agree. All right, so here's what. All right, I'm gonna just. Okay, I feel bad for the young black girls getting dehumanized. I agree with that because yet another destructive black immigrant. She's not an immigrant. Is being. I don't think she's an immigrant. Propped up by the music industry. That's cool. Cardi's an immigrant. I'm pretty sure. Let's talk about Cardi B. She's an immigrant. Sure. Um, but I also think that that's sort of hypocritical because he is the music industry, right? Even though I do somewhat agree with the statement. Then poor blacks try to deflect, talking about she getting a bag. I agree with that wholeheartedly. F her bag, this behavior is destructive. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So yeah, it's not that I disagree with his statement. It's more so that I think that it's hard for him to say that. I think that it's real hard for him to say that in the position that he's in. That's all. Because I'm telling you, he's probably making money off of her right now. Like literally. Well, I know he is because we talking about his tweet and you know attention is commerce. So I know he is. But I mean indirectly, like through labels or some type of deal that she signed. I'd explained why the fence too much to type. Hmm. Let's see if I can see anybody's reactions to Nas without too much. Black men signed these women and rapped about these women. Then they wifed them up. Small hats control the black men. Go up the chain of command. Find the root, not the symptom. She said it pretty well. I think she said it pretty well. Lindsay Pop, where you at on this? I think she said it pretty well, man. I think she said it pretty well. Let's see if anybody else. I do not know of any black men personally who approves of this type of behavior. Nas, right back to it. Let's see what this is a conversation. Nas is engaging with the public. Then you don't know the music industry. These women are almost always signed by black men execs. You mean the black male executives controlled by the white male owners? Nas is deflecting. You going in circles, and she made her point. No, he's not. He letting y'all know that black executives don't make the decisions in the music industry ultimately. They are puppets. So you giving them niggas some type of, like, what is that? What do you call it when you let somebody off? You giving them a pass because they puppets? I don't think that deserves a pass. I think that's weak. Come on, man. Let's get back to the combo. Just like these artists. He is stating facts. There are no black distribution labels. Hence, people claiming to be independent but signed to a distribution label. Yeah, I feel that. He's right about that. I don't know if y'all know what he means by that, but ain't nobody pressing up records. But then again, ain't nobody pressing up records anyway. So that distribution thing is outdated. A whole mess. I feel it's an agenda. I feel. Yeah. It's definitely an agenda. It's definitely an agenda. All these people got albums coming out. I know it for a fact. I'm kidding about that. They only acknowledge this when an artist dies and they looking for a conspiracy theory. Selective intellect. Like, what the hell is he talking about? I don't, I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So now I spoke on it, and I guess that is interesting though, cause like, damn man, I wish there was more people in here to see this. But like, it. I always used to ask that myself, man. I used to like when I was y'all know me, man. When I was dealing with like not listening to rap music, listening to rap music, listening to Christian music, not listening to Christian music. Um, I was always like, what came first, the chicken or the egg, when it comes to self-destructive black content being like perpetuated in the hip hop. You know what I mean? As far as like just the hoes and the selling rocks and the shooting niggas and smoking nigga packs and all of that stuff. Like I was always just like, damn, do I get mad at these kids niggas my age? Do I get mad at these men for doing this, or do I get mad at the men who influenced them to do it? And are these men guilty because they are influenced by it, or are they even more to blame because being influenced by it, they still go on to influence it? It's crazy. To me, it's still crazy. Like I still have issues with like the accountability factor of all of that stuff. Dead serious. Like you could look at something and say, look up the ball beefing with Rick Ross now. I think his name is B1. It's self perpetuating at all fronts, but it's I struggle with who to blame. Not who to blame. I struggle with how to approach a nigga who's clearly guilty of perpetuating it because I want to, it's like leading somebody out of darkness. I don't know. All right, Rick Ross B1. I think I'm gonna go straight to Twitter with this one, Lindsay Pop. I gotta learn how to stop calling it Twitter. That shit's X. E1. Just want to make sure. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This is all old. Gonna delete B1. Rick Ross says him and 50 Cent aren't squashing their beef anytime soon. When is this? 16 hours ago? It's the bull Speedy. I don't think Rick Ross knows how funny he is. Rick Ross throws hilarious shade at rapper D1. Oh, D1. Yeah, he's a Christian rapper. D1.
Brother, I love you too much. I love you.
So D1, it's funny. D1 was a boy. He came out with a song a long time ago. I was just talking to my homie about this. He came out with a song years ago called 50, Wheezy, and Jay. And he's from Louisiana, so his accent is super heavy. 50, Wheezy, and Jay. So this boy basically made a song where he was talking about like, yo, y'all be influencing boys to do fuck shit a lot. Do you know what you're doing to the communities? You're rich now. You don't have to do it no more. I understand you had to do it when you was coming up, but you ain't got to do it no more. You're rich now, right? And it was naive, obviously. And then he did a video where he had balls portraying balls. Shit, should I show the video? Nah, I ain't gonna show the video unless y'all want to see the video. What up, King of Kings? So yeah, he came at ball, and he came at balls, and later after that, yo, King Kings, we was just talking about this. So later after that, D1 also made another song where basically he just good at catching hits. Like he made a song about paying Sally Mae back. You know what I'm saying? When that was a big thing. You know what I'm saying? I finally paid Sally Mae back. It was a dope ass song. And so he's good at catching controversy. So even though he's like a Christian rapper, and he always saying like the right thing as far as I'm doing it for the spirit and all of this, I always recognize that he's very good at catching attention. He's very good at catching controversy. Now let's go and see what's going on.
Bill, you could do better. Jim Jones, you could do better. Rick Raw, you could do better.
Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much not to be honest with you.
I gotta see you do better. Wait. Little man, whoever you is, until you feed the kids where you from for 20 years straight. Don't question Rose. Wait. Until you buy 10,000 bikes, 10,000 trikes. Give all the young girls who pregnant Pampers for Christmas for 20 years straight. Don't question boss.
Are you the face
Yo,
of
he really don't know how funny he is, yo. That last post said it. This ball's funny.
prison reform? Cause are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting here on your new song with Ross talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro? Cause I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes because they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I got to sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro?
You heard me, little man? Get that basket off your head so you could think clear, little man. You going viral for speaking on niggas' names, not because of your talent, not because of your gift. Go viral, player, off of your wisdom that you sharing. You speaking on that, yeah, Meek Mill. Boy, you know how many niggas died this summer? They released self-destruction. It's niggas dying right now. It's gonna be niggas don't make it to see in the morning. Get that basket off your head, boy, and come together with real niggas around the world. So when your grandma need a kidney, nigga, since you want to go viral, I'm going to show you how to go viral, little man. But go viral feeding them kids in your hood. Go viral giving them bikes away. Go viral Christmas time. Now, don't be saying Jim Jones just gave away goddamn 6 figures worth of clothes.
Now, y'all, it's funny as shit, right? Now, y'all peep what I said before this even started. Y'all peep what I said. I said, boy, he's a Christian and he be talking real good stuff. But he's really good at catching controversy, and it's always, you know what I mean? And that's, to me, that's not always a good thing.
In his hood, and you a nigga who talking.
All right, let me read these comments.
Looking vegan, knowing you eat more goddamn Piggly Wiggly bacon than any other nigga out here. Shut up. Yeah, Mr. Rasta, man. Mr. Vegan.
All right, he getting disrespectful now. He was making a point before, but now he's just being insulting. The accountability at this point is everyone to blame and uncontrolled by anyone, but the nature of the system and conditioning that was born from the origin. I gotta read that again. The accountability at this point is everyone to blame and uncontrolled by anyone, but the nature of the system and conditioning that was born from the origin. Yeah. The origin. That's deep. The origin. That's deep. Can't blame the consumer without blaming the consumee. People will exploit themselves, and there will be those who consume the exploited. This bull. What up, Azor? Fresh from the West. This ain't even good reasons for doing good things. What did D1 do that was wrong? He questioned the content of the music. That wasn't wrong. He said, yo, I see boy doing good things. I see you giving stuff away. I see you with the prison reform programs, but then at the same time, I hear you on this track where they talking about blowing a boy head off at the red light. That's what he's saying, and it's not a bad point. It's really not. It's a valid ass point. And on top of that, Rick didn't address that point. But so that's me saying, yeah, on that front, I am on one side of it on that front. But then on the other side of it, you name names, you ask for attention, you got attention. There you go. That simple. I ain't say it was wrong. I didn't say it was wrong. I support it. But I'm saying you name names, you get attention. That's all. So it's like at this point now, just be happy with what you got or make the most of it. And I don't see, I don't see D1's response as if he's like complaining or making a, I don't see him like, oh, I'm sorry, please don't talk about me. Not to say I'm looking for it either though. I am looking for it right now. Let's see if there's only 15 comments on this, John. Don't nobody even care. This ain't even big, bro. Like, this is bigger than that. Rick Ross and Meek Mill are dropping their collab album this Friday. Let's see how many comments on that. 19. See, that's a little bigger than that. Rick Ross, Jada Pinkett Smith's book tour. He spoke about Jada Pinkett. That's bigger than that. You know what I mean? Don't nobody even care. Don't dig D1 mad about the attention. I think Bull just holding Bulls accountable. Yeah. So King of Kings, I know you just got here, but did you see this whole thing? I ain't gonna rehash the whole issue, but basically, Sexy Red doing her show. Nas said, I feel bad for the young black girls getting dehumanized because yet another destructive black immigrant is being propped up by the music industry. Then poor blacks try to deflect, talking about, she getting a bag, fuck her bag. This behavior is destructive. That's what Nas said. So I just want to share that with you. So all right. Like I said, I explained that I really don't even know. I don't have a conclusion on any of that shit. Like, I don't have no answers, yo. I really don't. Like, as far as, like I said before, the chicken or the egg thing, who do you blame? Do you blame the rappers for perpetuating the shit? Or you blame the, whoever influenced them? What is it? The white slave masters or the record executives or us for buying it and clicking it or, the corporations for paying them to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I saw. Should I do that? I can't do that on here. Sorry. I'm protecting myself right there. Say that for the Patreon or some shit. Anyway. But, yeah, I saw an example of that, basically, where somebody had coupled two things together. And it let you know the way that the corporation coupled them together, that they were supporting the sale of this with giving that away. So it was like, okay, they clearly want you to buy that, because they're giving you shit away to go and buy that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Is that what the blind leading the blind means? That's crazy. Anyway, she's pregnant. So God bless her and her baby. Let's move on.
Like how you said, someone.
I ain't watched this video yet. I just saw it and was like, ooh, this is going to be fun.
3, 2, I am proud to be white. 3, 2, 1. Just be in the middle.
Yeah. Can there be a middle?
All right.
Gotta pick a side. Pick a side. I don't know which side to pick.
Don't hate me, guys.
I almost went there too. It's like
I think
so
like
hard.
guiltily, like I'm like happy that I'm not oppressed, but I'm not proud of like things people have done in the past.
When I think of being proud of something, I think of something I worked for, or that I had to do nothing to be white, absolutely nothing, and nothing was taken from me because I was white.
It's like saying I'm a proud white person is a completely different saying than saying I'm a proud black person. Because when you hear I'm a proud black person, I think empowerment, I think strength, I think courage, I think, all these amazing things that the black community has done and accomplished throughout the years. But then when you say I'm a proud white person,
She even
already,
translated when she didn't mean to.
there's so much hate involved in that. Thing about that is like how you said, someone who says I'm proud to be black, that's empowerment. Why aren't I allowed to be proud to be white? What makes it wrong?
Yeah, what are you proud of? Just your skin color? Because yes, that is wrong.
So you're saying I can't be proud to be white because I don't have a culture?
No, that's not what I'm saying. When white people say they're proud to be white, a lot of times, at least in my opinion, they're talking about their skin color, that they're not a different race. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, he's not proud to be Irish.
Like we were talking about, as a proud black person, they've been oppressed. That a lot of their culture was stolen from them. And a lot of reasons that I don't like proud to be white is because it has the Nazis used it. The KKK used it. I don't want to be associated with any of those things, so I'm just gonna completely stay away from that.
You could tell his heart beating
I'm not
hard.
proud of what my culture's done, but at the same time, I would not want to be anything else. If I had to choose another race, I don't know what I would be. I'm okay with where I am, even though I'm getting backlash about being white.
Woo! Swarm of applause. Any thoughts, guys? Any thoughts on that? Shit. Props to him being super aware. Yeah, he was super aware. He was. And you could tell he was aroused. Like, you could tell his heart was beating, like he was speaking with passion. He was trying not to be too hype. That's why I be trying to tell people that white and black shit is not real, bro. Like, it's crazy. All right, so it sounds stupid. It sounds really stupid, right? But, okay, some people's skin is darker than some other people's, right? Like, I alienate my light skin homies, right? It's just a thing. In the Middle East, there's Indians, right? And there's darker skinned Indians and lighter skinned Indians, and they fucking fight over it all the time, right? In Africa, there's niggas who is both dark, but their heads is different shapes, and they fight over that shit, right? So it's really just a lot going into this that can't be really explained or resolved. But I don't need that anyway. But what is really fascinating about it is the fact that none of these people acknowledge the fact that they all have different cultures that they come from, like historically, like backgrounds. Like, that's not just fucking white. Like, now when you say black in America, there's a history. There's a whole history associated with all of that, and it's kind of a given because all of us understand American history and what it came from. But with the white thing, it's like, dog, you probably a second or third generation some shit, right? And y'all speak a language, and y'all got a culture, and your parents cook a certain type of way, and you assimilated to come here. So you don't mention that when this type of discussion is being had. You just be like, yo, I'm Jewish, dog. For real, for real. I'm proud to be Jewish. Can I say that? Is that cool? Like, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't, nobody would be mad at you. I'm Swedish. I'm proud to be Swedish. We got the best meatballs on earth. You know what I'm saying? I think they were both right. Two sides of the one coin. Connotations go a long way. It's almost the same way people view the American flag. Yeah, I was telling King of Kings that. I was like, yo, was it King of Kings I was saying? No, I don't know if it was King of Kings. I'm sorry. But I was telling somebody that recently. I was like, yeah, American flags in my neighborhood usually mean it's a proud white family who don't necessarily want to be mistaken for anybody other than white. I think that's the statement that's being made with their American flags, because I feel like they're doing that. Like, dog, we in America, it's obvious. You know what I mean? What are you doing? Everybody else on the block is hanging up flags from the countries that they're actually from, because they're from these countries and they appreciate the country they're from. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny, I see a Portuguese flag or whatever, and then I'll see a Brasilia flag, and then I'll see an American flag, and I think I love my culture. I love my culture. and then I just think like patriotism, which I never looked at as a really good thing. That's biased to me though? That's biased to me, definitely. I'm willing to admit that. Connotations go a long way. It's almost fun. Is this why you only hang with me in the summer? Yeah, cause I'm just. Black and white is a tactical move against humanity. Yeah, I think so. You know what? That's a strong ass statement. I really go with that. I think so. A couple years ago, my young boy was in like first grade or whatever, and he came home and asked me like a long time ago, how come the black people was all getting in trouble and how come the white people was all mad? And I'm like, what? He didn't say it like that. I'm paraphrasing or whatever, because I couldn't get the spirit of what he said was even more beautiful and innocent. But I was like, what? So I had to tell him the whole story, try to revise whatever he had heard, and then I hit the teacher up and was like, yo, what are you telling the young boy? Listen, man, we got Spanish people on the block, we got Puerto Rican people on the block. I'm talking about Spanish from Spain, like Spaniards. We got Puerto Rican people on the block. We got Asian people on the block. Like, if they Cambodian, we call them Cambodian. We got Jewish people. If they Jewish, we call them Jewish. But don't be telling my young boy he black. Because honestly, my young boy, his pop's family is from like Chile, and my family is from Jamaica. So don't be telling my young boy he black. I felt like that's like misgendering. But yeah, I feel like it's too much it's more to appreciate there. You just like ignoring and stuff. Um, I forget what this was about.
And you put very sexy things like abortion and marijuana on the ballot, and a lot of young people come out and vote. It was a secret sauce for disaster in Ohio. I don't know what they were thinking, but that's why I thank goodness that most of the states in this country don't allow you to put everything on the ballot, because pure democracies are not the way to run a country.
So then you're.
And you put.
This is politics, dog. It's funny because he said the quiet part out loud. That's pretty well put. I don't think I can improve on that statement. This is politics, dog. This is the sexy shit they put on there to get you to come out and care about it. Hot button topics, hot button issues. All right, we done with that. Not getting canceled over that. Yo, these is drones. These are all individual drones. See what they can do with drones? It's fascinating, isn't it? Ugh, I didn't want sound. Yeah, it's fascinating, though. It's very fascinating. All right, so y'all got kids, right? I'm sure y'all kids ain't like this. I'm sure your kids aren't like this. But it's time to talk about it.
You bitch. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes. Darling.
That made me super uncomfortable. I was looking at the chat the whole time. I didn't want to look at the video. I don't remember that. She wild. She always doing something. That's funny. She got, you know what's funny? She got so much controversy swarming around her, you can't even keep up with it all. It's really funny. Like in the group chat, one group chat that I'm in, she's the topic of a lot of conversation, and it's really she's on it, man. It's like her PR team is nonstop with the shit. Um, I feel like that video actually took some energy from me. I think it really did. It really did, and I can't even necessarily put into words why right now. I think the uh, the caption on it was something like "Today's youth is doomed" or something like that. I don't know, but I think it was I don't even know, yo. That's crazy. Anybody got any thoughts on that? Okay, so I think it's like a flood, right? So I think the first thing I'm gonna try to work through it. 'Cause I ain't no bitch, right? I think the first thing was the brand of affection. Cause like I don't be necessarily try to judge people, but you know, body modification is a thing, okay? So you wanna change your teeth, you wanna have fangs and shit, whatever, cool. Um I'm not saying it's cool, I don't like it, but if I can't judge you for doing it, you know, type of thing. But so there's that part. I don't care about that part so much, but it's more so the display of affection, I guess. And I don't really know. I'm not in a position to judge what's healthy and unhealthy affection or love languages or anything like that. And also, the ages was also somewhat ambiguous too, cause like I don't know if them kids was like 14 or like 20. So, but if they was 14 or 15 or 16, which I'm assuming, um, they got collars and leashes and stuff, and they communicate in nonverbal sounds and gestures. And I mean, I'm not a professional. I can't say whether this is all unhealthy behavior. Um, I could say it made me uncomfortable though. I could say that. But I mean, there's a lot of other weird stuff that people do. But if they was 25 and it was like that, would I feel as uncomfortable? Yeah, definitely. Probably even more so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a loss here, man. I'm confused. I'm sincerely confused. I'm gonna I'm gonna give it a moment and see if anything comes to me. Sheesh. See, we got anything else we could touch on? Oh, we going long today. We going a little long today. We going a little long today. Oh, this is crazy. I ain't doing that. Okay, I'll do this while I think. So apparently,
on November 5th.
apparently, I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry, this is not laugh stuff. Uh, some people was protesting on behalf of Israel, people protesting on behalf of Palestine. He's got the facts.
2023 at approximately 3:20 in the evening. The Sheriff's Communication Center received multiple calls regarding a possible assault in an unconscious male who was bleeding at the intersection of Thousand Oaks Boulevard and Westlake Boulevard in the city of Thousand Oaks. The callers advised the incident was related to a rally or demonstration that was occurring at the location. Flyers distributed on social media indicated a demonstration for Freedom for Palestine protest, and the counter-protest was led by We Are Pro-Israel. There were an estimated 75 to 100 people at the demonstration between both groups. 3 patrol deputies were dispatched code 3, meaning with their lights and siren, to the scene along with medical personnel and paramedics from the Ventura County Fire Department and American Medical Response. Soon after, 2 patrol sergeants along with 2 additional deputies responded to the scene. At 3:22 p.m., one of our patrol sergeants arrived on scene. At 3:24 p.m., 2 additional patrol deputies arrived on scene. The sergeant contacted the victim, identified as 69-year-old Paul Kessler, a Thousand Oaks resident, who was lying on the ground. Mr. Kessler was conscious and responsive. The sergeant observed what he saw was bleeding from the head and mouth. Medical personnel from the Ventura County Fire Department arrived on the scene and began providing aid to Mr. Kessler. Mr. Kessler was then transported to a local hospital by paramedics for advanced medical treatment. Mr. Kessler remained conscious while being transported to the hospital. The suspect was identified, willingly remained at the scene, and was interviewed by deputies. The suspect was cooperative and indicated he was involved in an altercation with Mr. Kessler. The suspect further stated that he was one of the reporting parties who called 911 requesting medical attention for Mr. Kessler. Several witnesses were contacted at the northwest corner of the intersection where the Shell gas station is located, and they were interviewed. These witnesses providing conflicting statements about what the altercation and who the aggressor was. Some of the witnesses were pro-Palestine, while others were pro-Israel. During the investigation at the scene, deputies determined that the altercation with Mr. Kessler, he fell backward and struck his head on the ground. What exactly transpired prior to Mr. Kessler falling backward isn't crystal clear right now. At 4:02 p.m., a deputy and sergeant arrived at Los Robles Hospital where Mr. Kessler was being treated. Soon after, the deputies still at Westlake Boulevard and Thousand Oaks cleared the scene. Mr. Kessler was listed as being in critical condition by Los Robles Hospital staff. However, he was still conscious when contacted by deputies at the hospital. At 5:32 p.m., the deputies at the hospital cleared the call and documented the incident pending follow-up investigation by detectives from the Thousand Oaks Police Department. On November 6th, at approximately 2:43 a.m., the Sheriff's Communication Center received a call from the hospital staff in reference to the earlier incident involving Mr. Kessler. At 2:53, a patrol deputy and sergeant arrived at the hospital and were told that Mr. Kessler had succumbed to his injuries. At 3 a.m., investigators from the Major Crimes Bureau were notified of the circumstances surrounding Mr. Kessler's death, and they immediately launched an investigation. The Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office was also notified and sent an investigator to the hospital. Mr. Kessler's body was later transported to the Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office, where a subsequent autopsy was performed. I will defer any comments regarding the autopsy results to Chief Medical Examiner for the Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office, Dr. Young, who will provide a statement.
All right. So basically what happened was there were 2 protesters, and they got into an altercation, and one of them fell and bumped his head and died. Well, critical. I learned from video games what critical mean, right? So this, to me, the only reason that this is, not the only reason, but the main reason that this is significant is because there's been bloodshed now in America over Israel and Palestine. Like, people killing each other over Israel and Palestine. In America, Americans are killing each other over Israel and Palestine. That's crazy to me. That's wild to me. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into these quotes, y'all. All right, so I can't figure out how to say his name for the life of me. All the pronunciations I was looking at said Hippocrates, Hippocrates, Hippocrates. All right, Hippocrates, bro. So Hippocrates. Now it's funny because you would think he's a hypocrite, and that's where we got that word. But I'm pretty sure that's not the case. I think actually he's the guy we got the word for the Hippocratic Oath. Oh, snap. This ball. He came with the hardcore. All right. I got this after the quote. So he came with the Hippocratic Oath. Y'all know the Hippocratic Oath is a doctor's oath that basically, they promise never to kill nobody for no reason and hurt nobody and stuff. Back when oaths used to mean something. Yeah. So that guy, he has some quotes. He was a physician. And you know what I never did and what I should have did? And it sucks because today is a long episode. But I never go in and tell you who these people are. But anyway, dude discovered school of medicine, ancient Greek, whatever. You know what I'm saying? A whole bunch of good stuff about him. But I never tell you who these people are, and I kind of regret that. I wish I would have been doing that for the last 50-something episodes. But anyways, he said make a habit of two things, to help or at least to do no harm. That's easy money. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. That is wisdom from a doctor. I love it. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. See, that's funny. You can see that like up on the doctor's office wall or something. You can see that there. Okay, I'm going to skip the medicine. Healing, okay. Healing is a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. That's hard. That's hardcore. Walking is a man's best medicine. Doctor said that, bro. Use that one on your kids. There are in fact two things, science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter, ignorance. I ain't mad at that. It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease has a person. What sort of disease a person has. Oh shit. It is more important to know what sort of person has a disease than to know what sort of disease a person has. Doctor said that, man. Doctor's on some other. Whenever a doctor cannot do good, he must be kept from doing harm. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. I love that. That right there. There you go. I'm going with that one. That's the one for the day, y'all. That's only my opinion. It is what it is. Everything in excess is opposed to nature. So well put. So concise. I ain't even got to explain it. It explains itself. Y'all get it? Y'all know what ops is. Y'all know what excess is. I think. All right. Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman, Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. I have given her time to repent of her immorality, but she is unwilling. I could say that that's quite fitting considering we were talking about some weird types of lust, I guess. Don't fall for it, y'all. It's crazy out here, man. Be careful. Have some type of self-control. And yeah. Like yesterday I was like, oh, ain't no news or nothing. And I was happy though because the AI dropped because that actually gave me like an agenda for the whole day. And I'm not even talking about the episode, like my whole day. And then today, it was like everything was just like, what is this? What is that? And it was all pulling. And it's interesting. But you know, as the homie said, the more opinions, the more ignorance. You know what I mean? So I'm trying not to lean toward a whole bunch of controversy and opinions. I'm trying to have a little bit of discussion topics, good fodder, good things that cause a little bit of debate, which will cause learning in the end. But I also want to have that with some clear cut wisdom, which, you know, got a little bit of it, but I left it out. But I give it a little teaser. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the 11 things that you should be never saying, and that hopefully I never be saying either. And I'm not even talking about conversation topics, just as far as like phrases that you use that are just generally unhealthy. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this music, guys. Shoo. The girl at the laundromat? The girl at the beer store? That's who you talking about? Oh yeah, it's still NNN, y'all. We celebrating. We celebrating. I thought I had a song I wanted to play, but oh, you know what? I think I did. It's NNN, y'all. Don't quit. Don't give up. Stay vigilant.
Don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get it, never half an inch a day. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like, don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get it, devil half an inch a day. I'm like, yeah, I'm like half an inch away. I'm like, life was horrible, I was defeated, just like I never wanted to be. Never lazy, was working the weekends. I was drinking 1,000 a week. I was lonely and chasing the party. I get drunk and wake up in the street. I would leave with like 4 or 5 people. I wake up and it still just be me. Had to struggle through death and disease. Had to hide from the robbers and creeps. Had to lie, had to hide what I eat. Ain't no way I'ma lose, they could cheat. All the stuff that I already beat. Ain't no way I'ma lose, they could cheat. All the stuff that I already beat. Ain't no way I'ma lose, they could cheat. I'm like, don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get the devil half an inch a day. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like, Pops locked up today, so I'm locked out. Dead wrong price, still cussing cops out. Now I gotta go to Greg mom house. Greg grandma be knocked out. Greg household different than my house. Greg sisters and them gowl is stomped out. Greg older brother got rocks out. Greg house is a crack house. Don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get the devil half an inch a day. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like, don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get the devil half an inch a day. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like, don't quit the day, don't quit the day, can't quit the day, can't get the devil half an inch a day. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like half an inch away. I'm like,